You can work for years and still not get rich. And this is proven by stories. I will show you the difference between the poor and the rich with real examples of successful people. Let's start with Elon Musk, a man who created several billion-dollar companies. He did not spend his first money on luxuries. He invested it back into his ideas. Most people do the opposite. They receive money and immediately spend it all. Here is another example. Warren Buffett, one of the best investors in history. He started investing as a teenager and did not change his simple approach for years. His secret is not genius. His secret is time and discipline. Now think, do you put away at least some of your money every month? Or do you spend it all thinking that you will start saving later? Another example is Jeff Bezos, who thought years ahead. He did not chase quick money. He built a system that works in the long term. Poor people are looking for a quick result. Rich people build a process that brings money for years. And this is the main difference that most people simply do not want to accept. You will not become rich if you act the same way as everyone else around you. Rich people think differently. They do not ask what to buy. They ask where to invest. Look at Robert Kiyosaki. He talks about assets and liabilities all his life. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out of you every month without stopping. And most people buy only liabilities, thinking that this is what a rich life is. Expensive cars, phones, brands. All this looks cool but makes you poorer. Mark Zuckerberg wore simple clothes for years and focused only on work because he understood it is important not to look rich, but to become rich in reality. Poor people buy to impress others. Rich people buy to build the future. Another mistake is the lack of investment. People just hold money and do nothing. But money without work depreciates in value. Inflation slowly eats it away every year without pity. That is why the rich invest. They make money work instead of working for itself. Ray Dalio created an investment system that works regardless of emotions, because emotions are the enemy of money. People panic, sell, and lose even more. The rich, on the other hand, keep a cool head and act according to a plan regardless of the situation. And another difference, they think long term, while others are looking for quick money. Bill Gates spent years building a company before he got a real result. No one becomes rich overnight. It is always years of making the right decisions. And now let's be honest. Are you ready to wait years? Or do you want a quick result right now? Because this decision determines your financial future more than any salary. Another mistake is the lack of financial education. People simply do not know what to do. The rich are constantly learning books, experience, mistakes. They even invest in knowledge, and this gives them an advantage that cannot be seen immediately, but it solves everything. The poor are looking for entertainment. The rich are looking for information that will help them earn more. And these are small decisions every day that make a huge difference in a few years. But there is another thing that destroys finances faster than anything else. Most people do not even notice how small expenses slowly destroy their finances every day. Coffee, subscriptions, taxis, they seem like trifles, but together they are thousands of hryvnias every month. Charlie Munger said, big money is built through discipline, not big salaries. But discipline is boring, and that is why most people never become rich. Another trap is loans. People buy things that they cannot afford right now. And instead of freedom, they get debts that force them to work for even more years. The rich avoid debt or use it very carefully and only for growth. Warren Buffett avoids unnecessary expenses even after being a billionaire for many years. This does not mean living poorly. It means spending wisely and controlling every hryvnia, because money loves control. If you do not control it, it simply disappears. Another problem is the lack of a financial goal. People do not know where they are going, and without a goal, you will always spend money on things that do not bring you closer. The rich always have a plan. If you do not control it, it simply disappears. Another problem is the lack of a financial goal. People do not know where they are going. They know how much they want and how to achieve it. And even if the plan changes, the direction remains. This is the main rule of financial growth. Elon Musk risked almost everything, but he did it with calculation and vision. Risk without a plan is a gamble. Risk with a plan is an opportunity. And most people confuse these things, which is why they constantly lose money. Another mistake is to live one day at a time, not thinking about the future at all. But the future comes faster than you think, and then it becomes too late to change anything. That is why the rich think 5 to 10 years ahead, and not just about today. And another thing that you ignore is the environment. It affects your finances more. If everyone around you is spending, you also start spending more without even noticing. And if there are people around who are investing, you start thinking differently. Naval Ravikant says, the environment determines your future more than you think. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if they are financially poor, the chance of breaking out becomes much smaller. The rich consciously choose an environment that helps them grow and earn more. This is not a coincidence. This is a decision that must be made, even if it is difficult. And the last one is patience. Without it, it is impossible to create anything great in finance. Money comes slowly but disappears very quickly. And this rule always works. Most people think that the problem is money. But the problem always starts with thinking. As soon as you change your thinking, your decisions and financial results begin to change. You begin to see opportunities where you previously saw only expenses and problems. You begin to think like an investor, not like a consumer who spends everything. And it is from this moment that the real change in your financial life begins. But most people give up too soon without seeing the first results, because the result does not come immediately. It comes quietly, gradually, almost imperceptibly. And then at one point, it seems that everything has changed very quickly. But it is not magic. It is the result of hundreds of good decisions that you make every day. And you either start now or you stay where you are for years to come. You already have everything to change your life. You just need to start acting. Not tomorrow, not from Monday, not from the new year. Today, start saving at least a small amount. This is a step forward. Start learning about finances. This is the investment that pays off the fastest. Start controlling your expenses, because without this, nothing will change. And if you have seen this moment, you are already different from most people, because most people give up earlier. And you are still here and want change. And this is the first step to changing your financial future. But knowledge without action changes nothing. Everything depends only on you. And if you really want to start earning and understanding money, listen carefully. I will show you simple and real ways to earn and invest without water. What works now, what people who already have money are really using. No motivational lies, no fake schemes, only reality and results. But in order not to miss it, you need to take one simple step right now. Subscribe to the channel and click like. It takes a second, but changes your future, because each next video will make you smarter about money. And if you really want to get out of this cycle, this is your chance, because most people will never do it, but you can. And in a year, you will either thank yourself for this decision or regret it. It all starts with a small step, and this step right now. Subscription is not just a button. It is a decision to change your life. And if you are ready, I will be there for you on this journey. Together, we will understand how money works and how to make it work for you. So don't think too long, act now, subscribe to the channel, and let's start building your financial future today.